Y'all, I'm here right now, Sunday morning, up early, hype. We are ready for the fantasy football season to start, the NFL season to start. It's just getting it in right now. You know how we do. Anyway, it's your boy El Nino Brown telling you El Jefe in the house. Reach me on Twitter at El Jefe101 at psykomunkee. We can do it all type of ways. Check the script. We're going to compare some of the matchups for today's NFL start of the season. I'm going to tell you who you may want to bench, who you may want to sit, who you may want to play. Just real quick brief down. We're just going to keep it moving like that. We take it to the, classroom real quick so I can school you cats. Anyway, are you paying attention, my students? All right. Got the New York Giants. My son's team now. He's a proud member of the New York Giants family. I switched to the Jets personally, but he wants to represent the Giants. So we got Eli. Ahmad Bradshaw is now the starting running back there. And of course, Steve Smith is your #1 receiver. Don't forget about Hakeem Nicks, Mario Manningham, and the Giants defense. Good defense to play right now against Carolina's shaky offense. They got D'Angelo Williams. Jonathan Stewart might see some plays. Steve Smith is always a good option depending on how Moore plays as quarterback. All in all, I'm going to say bench Moore. I'm going to say bench Jonathan Stewart. If anybody's going to get the carries, it's probably going to be D'Angelo Williams. But we're going to keep it moving from there. My pick in that game is the Giants. All day, every day. Then we got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. No Big Ben. Suspended 4 games. 4. You know what I mean? That's like, wow. Glad Goodell could cut it back a little bit. But Dennis Dixon is a good quarterback to start right now. He'll get you the rushing yards as a quarterback. He's mobile. He looks like Vic when he first came into the league. You also got Mendenhall going to run against the Falcons. Falcons seem to have a little problem stopping the run, and they got Jonathan Babineau suspended for 1 game. So he ain't playing today. Mike Wallace, I think he's replaced Hans Ward as the #1 receiver in that option. Hans Ward might disagree, and if you do disagree, Hans, you can get back to me at psykomunkee.com. At psykomunkee on Twitter. You can holler at that. What else we got? We got Roddy White. I don't know if you want to play him against the Steelers. Michael Turner's going to run against the Steelers, but I don't know how effective he'll be. The Steelers do got a good defense. I'll play Steelers defense all day before I play the Falcons in this game. Matt Ryan, he's a suspect. I'll bench his ass. Oops. Sorry. Bench him. Bench him. Bench him. Next year, we got the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Cleveland Browns. Their quarterback has a hurt thumb. Might look like somebody that was drinking syrup last season, who's no longer in the league right now. Russell. Besides Cadillac and Kellen Winslow, who's old, they don't have a lot of old. Let's go to the Cleveland Browns clowns. That's what Reggie likes to call them. Jake Delhomme, my homie Delhomme. Bench. Jerome Harrison. He's a good pick. I think he'll get some plays against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially now that Hardesty's out for the year. Massaqua's a clown, and Rubinsky's yet to be proven, but he looks like a clown too. So I'll say Tampa Bay in that game. In case I forgot to mention, it is the Steelers in the game against the Falcons. What we want to do now? You guys watching? Hey man, what the? Bye. London. You hear me? We got Denver Broncos versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Gerard is a bum. Don't play him. Play MJD. Mikey Sims Walker is a decent receiver with a bad quarterback. Whatever. Denver Broncos is going to win this game. I think Kyle Orton will be okay. I think No Sean will play fine. Eddie Royal and Jabbar Gaffney, those are their receiving options. Other than that, I think Denver has the better defense of the two, even with all the injuries that they are suffering at this time. We got the Raiders and the Titans. Don't sleep on the Raiders team. The Raiders team actually is pretty good. They got a lot of quality weapons. They got Zach Miller, Run DMC, Michael Bush, Lewis Murphy. Jason Campbell is way better. He was good in Washington. He still got the 300 yards a game. It's just a matter of, can they put this offense together? Of course, against Titans, it's Vince Young and Chris Johnson. That boy's a beast. That boy put up 60 fantasy points in 1 game. Hey. Kenny Britt, Justin Gage, and Nate Washington. I actually think the Titans D is better. I'm gonna say that the Titans are gonna have a problem throwing against Oakland. I think Oakland has a great secondary, and I think the game is gonna be close. I think the Titans will edge it out though. So that's my pick in that game. Moving on, what we got next is we gotta keep it. I got the little thing right here. The game of games that everybody keeps talking about. We got Peyton Manning versus Matt Schaub. That's the Colts versus the Texans. I wouldn't play a Colt receiver if my life depended on it, because you never know who's going to get the ball. They got Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, Pierre Garçon, Anthony Gonzalez, Joseph Adab, Mike Hart. That's just to name a few. Defense is stout on their side. However, I'm going to pick the Texans in this one. I think Matt Schaub got a good O-line. I think Andre Johnson, great receiver. Arian Foster. We're going to see how the battles between Jones and Walter plays out. And Owen Daniels, I think he's on the bench. So pay attention right there. We'll keep that one moving. We got the next game. We got the Dolphins and the Bills. Henny, Brown, Williams, and Marshall. That's their top link. That's their top thing. And Bills ain't got no quarterback. Lee Evans is a good receiver on a bad team. And C.J. Spiller, who's yet to be proven, rookie. My pick for rookie. But keep in mind, Lynch is back and so is Jackson. So you never know who's going to get the run in that game. So I would stay away from any Bills players. And at this point, now I run with the Miami Dolphins as an overall team to beat the Buffalo Bills in an AFC East matchup. Next game we got the Lions and the Bears. We got Matt Stafford, Jahavid Best, Calvin Johnson, aka Megatron, A. Johnson, Brandon Pettigrew, and versus the Bears. Jay Cutler, Matt Forte, Johnny Knox. I can't say your name, dude, but you're a receiver too for the Bears. Olsen is old. I'm going to pick the Lions in this one. I think the Lions got more O. I think their secondary is better than Bears. I think they'll be able to help this Detroit team beat this Bears team. And I'm going to think it's going to be a pretty 28 to 22, 21 type game right here. Next, we got the Chargers and the Chiefs. Chargers, I ain't even going to break down their roster. Chiefs, Thomas Jones is on a 1,300-yard rushing running back. Keeps getting traded. Don't know why he can't stay stable, but I think he'll be productive in the Chiefs. Other than that, I bench the rest of them cats. I don't know if you want to play Floyd or Nene as far as a receiving option for them, for the Chargers. Jackson being suspended, Gates is their primary option. Then Ryan Matthews, who's another rookie running back who they let go of LaDainian for. We'll take it that way. Can't see them. Cheer Chargers in that game. Ravens and Jets. I'm going to go to New York for this one because it's the Jets. Jets is my new team this year, just to let y'all know. Got Sanchez, Sean Green, LaDainian, Jericho Cotry, Braylon Edwards, Dustin Keller, and Santonio Holmes, who's currently serving a 4-game suspension. Why these players keep getting suspended is beyond my comprehension. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick the Jets in this game. I think Flacco has an amazing team. I think they'll be a good team. I think they'll even contend for an AFC championship. But with Flacco, Bolden, Rice, Mason, and Hoosh, it's just not enough against that Jets defense. That Jets defense is sick. I mean, I'm talking sick bananas. They going to hit them with they going to get in them cookies. Really, they are. So they going to hit them with it. After that, the remaining schedule is like this. You got the Cowboys and the Redskins. I think the Redskins is a bunch of 1995 players that John would have picked back in the old days. McNabb, Cooley, Davis is good options at tight end. After that, it's shaky at best. Santana Moss, he's suspect and sucks kind of. Larry Johnson ain't played a real good game yet. Willie Parker, he's been injury prone. That's why Pittsburgh let y'all butt go. And Clinton Portis, you're one concussion away from talking with a drool. Tony Romo, Miles Austin, Jason Witten, Marion Barber, Felix Jones, and Des Bryant. Ooh, I think the Cowboys get the better of that one. Packers and Eagles, I'm going to pick the Packs. Rodgers, Jennings, Grant, Driver, and Finley. That's why. I'm not confident in Cobb. I think they still is the only team in the NFL right now that's currently playing 2 quarterbacks, giving Vic short yardage situations sometimes just to throw a trickery in there. I think teams ain't falling for it. I like McCoy, but not against the Packers. Deshaun, I don't see you being too productive